Bandana here with another Halo Infinite campaign mission walkthrough, and this is the sequence, mission 9, on LASO challenge format, which is legendary all skulls on, except for the blind skull, which gives us the ability to see what weapons I'm using, which is basically the sword and the tank gun, and a few other things. And as we start here, the first thing we have to do is clear this immediate area. Then try to open the door. It won't open, so we have to go get data from 4 beacons and then come back and try to open the door again. And fighting our way through the banners all the while. Okay, so it's just a matter of taking these guys out. We have to be careful here because they're shielded, and especially the elites. Because you can launch an elite and it doesn't register as a kill, and then you get caught in a soft lock. And I've had that happen before, and I've had to start the mission over again. Okay, so there's a couple of ways to attack this mission. One is, well, first of all, you cannot easily do the whole mission in one fell swoop with this at this level of difficulty with no deaths. It's extremely difficult to do so. I applaud anybody that can. But so you could do multiple runs trying to open up forward operating bases that you need to make the getting to the beacons easier. Or you can start by resetting it to easy and with just maybe the bandana skull on, assuming you already have a sword and a tank gun, and then do a replay. And I am in the process of checking to see if that is a way to go. Okay, now notice I left that one grunt there so I could get my shields back. I'm not sure if I've got anybody else out there. That's why I'm checking. Alright, well, we'll go see here. Also notice that I flipped back over to my primary weapon, which is the sword. Okay, good. Now I will be running cutscenes throughout this mission. And you will see that I, after grabbing a Banshee going to the first beacon, I will be fast tracking to several forward operating bases to get to the other 3.
Has modified the sequencing needed to access the spires.
And in this particular run, I ran it multiple times just to open up the forward operating bases.
Okay.
Now, a couple things about the tank gun, if you already don't know, is you can't melee, you can't throw grenades. When you got the thruster pack, you really don't want to use it with the tank gun equipped because you'll go into a crouch. And now I've got my thruster pack upgraded all the way so I get 4 seconds of camo every time I use it, which is a really good thing. And notice where I'm at right here. I jumped up on this little ledge, and this makes getting that Banshee very easy. Notice I just went ahead and hijacked the Banshee. I'm going right back to the tower because the other Banshee will not fire on him. He's afraid to hit the tower. So we're going to go over here and drop the Banshee off and work on getting to the first beacon from here. Now again, this is about the only thing that I've got upgraded at this point is my thruster. So notice that I'm still able to use my my unupgraded grappling hook pretty easily. Alright, elite and 2 or 3 grunts.
Trying to keep out of their way.
What did you do?
Alright, I think I got him.
Purpose.
Job.
Now I've already run through, so I've already gotten all the Spartan cores, I believe. That was one right there.
I just wanted to help, but I couldn't even do that.
Okay, we're going to have 4 grunts up here,
I heard Chief was down. I knew
and they will appear in different places.
I had to.
That's what I'm looking for here. I think they're pretty well hidden on this one.
I'm sorry. I never looked back. And then, I was on my own.
So right now I'm getting a little nervous because I don't see any grunts. There's one.
You don't know how good that feels.
There's two. Here comes three. And four is probably where that light stanchion is. Or I've already gotten him. Next up will be that shade turret. I'm going to get rid of that. And we're going to have a couple of brutes by that ammo crate. That's what I'm looking for here. There goes one of them. Now off in the distance there's a brute captain up on the second level of the beacon, and there's also a brute sniper that you really got to be worried about. Because with all these skulls, he is pretty darn, the sniper anyway, is pretty darn accurate. Trying not to get into the firing range of these grunts. They all have disruptors, which can drop your shields in a hurry. I'm looking for that sniper. Oh, I think that's him right there. Oh yeah, there's also a grunt mule up there. That's where that plasma fire was coming from. He just went flying. Alright, looking. I don't see any brutes. Now here, as well as other places and where we started, you can get caught in a soft lock. I was kind of worried that I didn't see too many brutes here. There's usually two right around that ammo crate. Well, anyway, over here I'm using my thruster pack camo. Get the shields back, just in case I had lost any shields. And actually, I don't think I did. I can see. That's one thing you get with blind off. You can see your shields and health. Oh, I think I took some gas there, darn it. Just a little bit. The thing about the black eye skull, the only way you get your shields back is melee, and a sword strike generally counts as a melee. So what I'm doing here is, again, I'm using a thruster pack. Come up on this guy, come around behind him, and give him a good whack on the back. And come back down here just in case there's anybody else left. Alright, the music's still going, which means we're probably in a soft lock situation. See, I can't open the darn thing up. And this is really irritating to me because the whole point is to clear enemies out. So what I'm doing here is I'm trying to overcome the soft lock by going just far enough back this way to maybe get the one bad guy that got launched registered as a kill. This is a potential way of overcoming a soft lock. Now sometimes the elite that's down there gets launched and doesn't get registered as a kill, and then he'll come back up to that area. So now I'm trying to decide, am I going to start this thing all over again? Okay, I got a saving checkpoint there. I don't see that when blind is on. I'm just kind of playing around a little bit. Trying to see if I can take anybody out way down there on the edge of the bridge. Now the music stopped, but it hasn't stopped because we're done. It stopped because I'm out of sort of range of the beacon. So now I'm going to come back and see what happens here. Now the key is the weapon. She will talk to me. No, didn't want to do that. You can see my frustration. Okay, that's the other thing. If I had the tank gun equipped and I did that, then okay, here we go again. We'll try it one more time. If I had the tank gun equipped and I accidentally pick up another weapon, I have lost the tank gun for good. This is really irritating. Now obviously at some point here the soft lock overcome worked because we're doing a video review or walkthrough of this mission. I was looking over there to see if the elite came back.
That's the last of them.
And there we go. I mean, this is ridiculous. I consider this a bug in the game. But we have now cleared everybody out from the first beacon. And it took probably about 2.5 extra minutes to do so because of this soft lock crap. Oh, did it again. Now you understand why I always go back to my primary weapon, which is the sword, when I'm grappling.
That was easy. Let's see what's inside.
So that's what I would recommend if you're caught in the same position of a soft lock, is just go along back down
Let's do this.
to where that first elite was and start, just kind of play around a little bit, go back, try it again, at least a couple of times, and it might work. Otherwise you got to start the mission over if you want. Well, actually you have to start the mission over, or you have to go on to the next beacon and then come back to this one.
What is it?
And try again
I can't construct
with all the
sequence.
enemies
Well, not all of it. I don't have enough data.
reappearing, if you will. Alright, so we just found out that we've got to go get some more data. And I've already opened up these forward operating bases, so I'm going to go to the next beacon, or the forward operating base close to the next beacon. If I were on a lower level of difficulty, I could probably do it with a Banshee. But at this level, with all the skulls on, or all but blind on, what would happen is probably get blown out of the sky. And going over land is almost impossible because there's so many bandits sprinkled about. Alright, I'm going to get myself a gunner and a shotgun rider.
Where are we going, Chief?
Oh, you'll find out.
Master Chief?
Now the Marines always help deflecting some of the fire away from me. And that's why when I grab a hog, I always try to get at least a gunner
Beacon
and hopefully a gunner and shotgun.
Plan B seems to be working out just fine.
But then again, sometimes they'll bring fire on the hog. Okay, come around. This one we're going to try to take from behind.
I'm out of here.
Okay, over here is another Spartan Core that I obviously have. Now I've got a couple of grunts, a couple of brute snipers, and a couple of elites. I think I got and a couple of shielded jackals. Oh shoot. No, I wasn't a good throw. And, oh, you can see the brute sniper trying to put his laser thingy on me. I think I got him. Sneak up around the corner here, see if the other one is. Okay, I think that was a shielded jackal, I'm not sure. Sounded like a shielded jackal screaming. There's the other one. Alright, the elites should be making an appearance here. Oh, that's the other brute. Let's see if I can see the elites from this side. Now occasionally a wraith will come up and start firing, and that's why setting up behind the tower is a good idea. Oh, see, there's the wraith trying to fire, and it was firing where I was. All right, that's one elite.
Damn artist, Chief.
I think there's one more. I don't think I got him the first time, but I just got him the second time. One of these elites you can take with one shot. One of them you have to hit him with 2 shots. Now, the nice thing about the dynamo grenade is that you can momentarily freeze an enemy so that you can put fire on it. Okay, that's it.
All clear.
Oh, well, I just took somebody else out down there. I might have been the wraith. Alright, I'm making sure. I wasn't sure who I took out down there, but I wanted to make sure that I got out of the way. And I believe
Let's see what we have here.
I'm not sure which one we go to next. I think it's the skimmer tower, or the skimmer beacon, where all the skimmers are. I think that's the one I'm going to go to next, but we'll find out after the cutscene here.
Done. We're gonna need to get 2 more samples, though. Sorry, I thought it would be easier.
It's fine.
So we're going to go to the skimmer beacon and then the hunter beacon,
It's nothing.
I believe.
I just felt like someone was... I don't know.
Now, if you're doing a true LASO, if I were doing a LASO with all the skulls on, including blind, I wouldn't be using the cutscenes, because the whole point of running LASO missions is to get them done as best you can. I run the cutscenes here primarily. Okay, we're going to the skimmer tower, or skimmer beacon. I run the cutscenes here just to try to get some connection to the story.
Close to home as we got.
And again, I had cleared this forward operating base in the previous run.
Vehicle delivery en route.
Watch out, Marine. Oh, he wasn't close. Okay, let's see if I can get a Marine or 2. Okay, there's one. Alright, who wants to be shotgun?
I'm in. On your 6.
Okay, off we go. Come up here and we're going to make a left right about here and head towards the beacon.
This is so stupid. Let's do it again.
I would have been your daddy, Skull. Helps with some of that dialogue. Now watch where I head here. Not to the left, but to the right.
There's a beacon nearby. You
I'm
should check it
park
out.
right about here. Now, there will be a variety of banished around here. There may or may not be an elite. There may not be a brute captain. There may or may not be a sentinel. Now, if my shields were down, then that shielded jackal would have been a good target. Alright, so right down below us are 3 sentinels, and I think I took them. I might have one left down there.
Take it in, Marines. Not many views like this one.
Okay, I got all 3 of those sentinels on actually in one try. There's going to be a couple of ghosts out there. One at least, maybe 2 with elites in them. But up in the distance, we've got a whole bunch of skimmers.
You're a damn artist, Chief.
That was one of them. So we can take out as many as I can from up here. You can just barely see them from this distance.
More of that. That all day long.
And I'm really doing this literally by muscle memory. because I've run this mission a number of times, and I kind of know where they kind of plant themselves. I think there's one way back there. I didn't get him the first time. Now I'm firing just a little bit blindly. Let's try that again. Come on, there's one way back there. Nope, missed him. Alright, no more targets that I can see. Yeah, I'm just firing away here. Oh, got somebody. That was probably a skimmer. Alright, now, in this little opening here, there's going to be 3 skimmers, an elite, and 2 jackals. I just got one of the skimmers. But be careful because with thunderstorm on, these guys, ooh, there goes the elite. The skimmers have rocket launchers. Okay, so it looks like I got everybody except for maybe the shielded jackals. There's one of them. Alright, got one of them. Oh, there's 2 of them out there, like I said. Got one of them, and actually my shields are okay. Oh, where'd he go? Okay. Interesting. Sometimes when you take out a shielded jackal with a sword, you don't get credit. That was a Spartan core, by the way. Alright, now we got to go up here and clean out the rest of the enemies. And there might be an elite or 2 that we have to deal with. And maybe another skimmer. I think that might have been an elite. He just went flying, and I hope that counted as a kill. It sounded like, uh-oh. Nuts. Okay. Oh, there goes the ghost. And the other little problem here is I'm looking right at the sun. Alright, there is an elite. There's 2 of them. And I just launched these, right? I launched one of them, and I don't know if that's going to count. We'll see. We might be in the middle of another soft lock. It's really irritating. Like I've never said that before. Oh, there's the other elite. Sometimes you want to jump and fire. By the way, the tank gun you fire from your knees, so you kind of, if you're firing level or down a little, you've got to jump the fire, or else it'll just fire right into the ground. That's why you see me jump a lot. And sometimes I'll jump and pull the trigger and nothing happens, which is also irritating. I try to time it well, but sometimes I get a little quick. Now, still got music going, which means we have not cleared this area, so I've got a soft lock going on here somewhere. I've got at least one enemy, Spartan core by the way. I've got at least one enemy. Oh, and here he comes. So that was an elite that I launched.
Glad that's
Yeah,
over.
that was an elite that I launched and he came back. So it really wasn't a soft lock. It was only momentary.
Give me a second.
Okay. So now we got one more beacon to clear, and then we have to go back and fight our way back to the original doorway. And somewhere along the way I want to get my shields back. And my health. Now, as we watch this cutscene, what's interesting is that I've also gone back into Halo Reach, just for grins, and started doing some LASO challenge missions there, which is all skulls, all the primary skulls on except for blind. there were 2 additional skulls that I did not choose, Bandana and Acrophobia, which I don't know why they even bothered to put those in.
Status. Status.
But in Reach, you can get your shields back with a melee, but not your health.
Scanned me.
But there's med packs floating around all over the place. But you can only use a med pack to get your shields and health back if your health is
Probably
yellow barred or red barred. If you've got full health, you can't use the
Let's
med
look at the
pack.
last one.
Which I thought was really interesting. There were times when I was taking fire from a Covenant guy just so I could get my health down to the point of, I think I might have been taking a little break here, but oh no, here we go. Getting my health down to a point where I could use a med pack. Okay, we're heading to the Hunter Beacon, or the Ford operating base that's near the Hunter Beacon.
Master Chief.
Alright, watch it, Marine.
I just so happen to have one for you.
Here it comes. Yep. Well, you survive. Sometimes they don't.
In the gunner seat.
I don't know if I really need to hit the horn there, but I found that if I come next to somebody and that little blue dot comes on, like so, they'll jump on the gun or whatever. But it's also a reminder to me that I got to do that. Okay, whoop, quick turn here. You want to take the low road. Now, as we come up here, we may encounter some banished, or not. We may encounter some Marines, or not.
Come on now. Come on.
That was a sentinel over there to the left, I believe, that my gunner's going after. Okay,
On the last beacon.
so we're going to have a couple grunts down there.
Sound off. Damn, that felt good.
There's going to be 2 snipers up there. There's one of them. Okay, you can hear the Phantom coming in. That's the Phantom coming in noise. Alright, if we can take that Phantom out before they drop off all the all the grunts, we can save ourselves some shooting time. Okay, a couple of them dropped down, but I got them both. Now I want to get that second sniper out. I know he's up there somewhere. Well, looks like maybe he's not, or he's not ready to make an appearance. Okay, there's 2 grunts down here on the left. I've taken one of them out. Notice I switched to my thruster, and I'm going camo, and I'm going to go take the other grunt out and get my shield back. Okay, so now I got full shield, full health, and we're going to come over here.
Moving to
Well, still looking for that sniper. I think he's on the right side. He usually winds up on the right side somewhere. There we go. There we got him. I don't want to find out where he's at by him taking a shot at me. Okay, over here to the right, we're going to deal with the hunters here. And again, we got this issue with the potential soft lock. There may be an elite, and we just took out a shielded jackal there. Alright, not sure what I'm firing at. Probably the hunters. Okay, here comes the next Phantom in, and again, if we can take that Phantom out before he drops all his banished off, two grunts will survive. And there, I just got one of them. Just missed the other one. Okay, I'm not too worried about it. But we got to take these 2 hunters out. My recommendation is try to fire at their heads so you don't launch them. Now, when we get down towards the end of the mission, recommendation will be just the opposite. We want to launch them. Okay, that was a grunt.
Copy that. Think I'm back on friend.
Okay, that was a grunt.
Oh, it's done, Chief.
Okay, trying my best not to launch the hunters. I've actually had a run. I think that's one of the hunters I just took out. And the other one is way up there. And I think I may have just launched him, I'm not sure. Somebody just went flying off to the left. Hard to tell from this distance. Alright, so I'm thinking, well, maybe I just got one guy left up there. Well, the music's still going, so that means I got at least one enemy left. But I had one run where I actually launched a hunter right next, he wound up right next to me. That was kind of crazy.
Phew, glad that's over.
Okay, so I got both the hunters. Good. Oh, wait. Off to the right. I almost forgot.
We did it.
Okay, off to the right of the tower is another Spartan car. I forgot to show you where that's at, but you'll be able to find it real easy.
It's nothing.
I got excited that I got all the beacons done.
Last one. No. This is a trap. She's trying to find out what I am. Trying to use me to break the deadlock, start the spires. My routines plus the monitors. Not good.
Then we stop. Stalemate.
For now. She's close. Eventually she'll find a way.
Then we have no choice. I've got you. Red flag.
You lying son of a gun.
Something happened. Sorry. Maybe I'm going crazy. Or just paranoid. Did you say something back there?
It was nothing.
Okay. Well, we've got what we need.
Okay, back to the original tower.
Let's head back to the Spire.
Or the Spire. I hate it when they do that. Okay, this is the Fort Operating Base opposite the Spire. And I felt it was important. You don't have to open this one up, but it helps because you get a couple of Marines helping you out here. And the Banish will fire at them as just as well as you. So here we go. I got my gunner, I got my shotgun. I'm going to come out over here. And we got all kinds of Banish down here. That's what I meant by fighting my way back to the Spire. I'm going to stop right about here. And first off, where that sniper tower is a brute sniper. And down here, there may or may not be somebody on the turret. Oh shoot, forgot. Sometimes I just drive me nuts when I think I've swapped over to my tank gun and I haven't. So I go to fire and suddenly just wave my sword in the air. Okay, we got some brutes down here with rocket launchers, so we have to be a little careful. And there's an elite down there by this ammo crate.
Oh, what's the matter? You mad about taking orders from troops again? They saw me.
Oh, that's a grunt. Like I said, sometimes the Marines will help you locate enemies because the enemy's firing at them. Now there's an elite down there. So let's get back here and see if I can get rid of the brutes. Okay, that was one or two brutes. You can tell, if blind were on, the only way I could tell whether or not I got them was by the sound. If it's a grunt or a shielded jackal or a skirmisher or a skimmer, you hear a click when you take them out. if it is an elite or a brute, you hear kind of a thud. So that's how you can tell by sound.
Come on, Chief. You're making the rest of us look bad.
Alright. I know there's a couple more brutes over here, but I don't know who he's firing at because I don't see anybody. I think they're down there. Okay, I got somebody. I think I got a grunt. There's a couple shielded jackals down there, a couple of grunts down there. There's actually a jackal sniper on top of that little building. That's where the switch is for the bridge, by the way. Up there. That's where I'm firing now, hoping to get that sniper. There, got the sniper.
Nice shot on that sniper.
Okay, that's a grunt firing at me for his disruptor.
Wait for an opening.
Alright, looking over here for the brutes. Don't see them. Maybe I took them out already, I'm not sure. But they usually hang out all the way across. Like right there.
Left, Chief.
And I think there's somebody else over there too. I mean, I can see this in the replay, but I don't know if I saw it in the original run. So, I mean, we've come this far. I'm just being really careful. I don't want any sneak attacks. Alright. I can hear a shielded jackal. And he's usually right down in that area, but I don't see him. See, I can hear him again. There he is. Let's freeze him with a grenade. And, well, I took him out.
I can't believe it's brought that. How we doing?
There's anywhere from 1 to 3 grunts right about where I fired. And I think we'd already taken out the other 2. Oh, maybe not.
Who's ready to get smacked in the face?
Now, the Marines can take out grunts
Roger that.
themselves, but just about anybody else is no. All they can do is just show you where they are. There's a couple of grunts over there on the far right side of the building. And it's the switch house, if you will.
Something in my teeth.
Huh. Something in my teeth. I hadn't heard that one before. Alright. I think maybe there might be somebody hiding out here. Yep. I remember that from an earlier run where I thought I cleared everybody and then just got tagged with a grenade by a grunt hiding down there. Okay, now we're going to go so far across to the other side of this gate and oh, there was another grunt. Thank you, Marines. And I'm trying to get the 2 hunters to spawn. Notice I'm back over to my thruster. Alright, now here is just the opposite of what I was saying before with hunters. Here I was trying to launch the hunters, and if I can launch them over the unopened bridge, they will fall to their death. Or you just take them out, like that.
Great work, Marine.
So I'm not sure what I did on the first one. I might have launched him over to the right somewhere in this run. Not really sure. Notice I'm looking to the right. Okay, now inside of here, we're going to have, I believe, 2 brute berserkers and a couple of grunts. And we got to go in there to pull the switch to get the bridge, to get the bridge activated. Huh. Well, can't hide from me. I think I got everybody.
Orders?
Alright. Alright, so now we're just going to haul it. I mean, literally haul it over to the other side of where we started. Because the Phantom's going to come in with several grunts and several elites that we have to take out to finish off the mission. can hear the grunts. And this is about where we started, so we're going to go back here and use this as cover. Hopefully I don't get, shoot, I didn't want to do that. I don't get another soft block by launching a lead. This is what happens when you play two different Halo games with two different kinds of buttons. Okay, I think I got him. Alright, we're close. You see the little red triangle. Shoot, you see the little red triangles. That means we're down to the last couple or three enemies. And that's it. That is the end of the sequence. We have to go down here and look like we're opening up the interior door to get to the Nexus, but this is essentially the end of the mission. Where are we at here? With cutscenes, it's going to be like 42 minutes. It would have been an hour and a half trying to do this all in one pass, especially with no deaths. You have to be very, very careful.
Let's go say hello.
Anyway, that's the end. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this helps you in your quest. This is Old and Nakey signing off. Take care, everybody.